Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about the semi-final match between Real Sociedad and FC Barcelona. So this is not going to be a La Liga match. This is going to be a Super Cup semi-final. And I do believe that this is going to be a match and a tournament that's going to be extremely important for Ronald Koeman. Like, yes, it's part of that reason because it is a semi-final match. Yes, but I do believe that the majority of the reason why this is such an important match and tournament for Koeman is because of how critical his position could be if he does end up losing this match. Like, for example, could we see Koeman lose his position because he got exited out early from this tournament? Or could we see Ronald Koeman completely dismantle Real Sociedad and then win the final and then win the cup, bring it back to FC Barcelona, and then continues to be the coach of FC Barcelona for the next 12 to 18 months? And then we can also talk about the progression of these FC Barcelona players. If Barcelona can completely dismantle Real Sociedad, win the final, that is going to greatly help Barcelona bring great momentum into this season. Now, what is the reason why I'm saying that? It is because the fact that we have a chance to win a trophy in the middle of the season, which will be in January 2021, the fact that we can win a trophy before we do even head to the round of 16 for the Champions League or continue to play these La Liga games, that is going to greatly help Barcelona. And I do think that there is so much this team could benefit from if they do win a trophy in the middle of the season. So a loss cannot happen with this team, and a loss cannot go by Ronald Koeman. This is a tournament that Barcelona do need to win, and need to win it because they need it. So before we do go further into this pre-match preview, I do want to talk about one very quick important topic, and that does have something to do with what did happen yesterday. Yesterday, it was made official that LAPORTA did win by a total of 10,272 votes. We also did have Victor Font, who was in second place and had a total of 4,713. Then we have Fresia with a total of 2,822 and Emily Rosad with a total of 2,510. So there is massive margins between these presidential candidates. But the main reason why I want to bring this up is because of what did happen a couple of hours ago. It has been reported by many news outlets that Barcelona's presidency elections will be postponed. A meeting will be held on Friday to make it official. And let me tell you guys, that is a huge red flag, because the fact that we have already waited for so long to have these elections take place in Barcelona was already long enough. And the fact that they are considering to postpone these elections even further, that is extremely unnecessary. And this is something that has to be fixed. It cannot be postponed. And obviously, LAPORTA, who was the winner of this phase 1 campaign in the elections, did have something to say about the elections potentially being postponed and not having the final elections take place on January 24th. And he said this: Barcelona cannot wait any longer. We are losing golden opportunities, such as the winter transfer window. A country that allows you to go to work should allow you to vote as well, which is absolutely true. We need to have these elections take place as soon as possible. And here's the thing that really boggles my mind about this whole thing that's going on right now, is the fact that if you really want the voting process to take place as soon as possible, and I'm talking to the people who are in charge of Barcelona at the moment, which is Busquets, and the people who are involved when it comes to the health committee and whoever does decide on what should be postponed or not. If you really wanted this voting process to take place as soon as possible, you would make it happen. There has been so many polls take place all around the world with great health procedures. I have no idea why the people who are taking charge of this club are deciding that it is almost impossible to continue these elections. There is no reason to postpone, because if you wanted it, you would get it done. There is ways, and you better make it happen. And the fact that Busquets and everyone else that's involved within Barcelona are actually deciding whether we should have this postponed or not, they should not be having the power to do this in the first place. We have to remember that the only reason why these men are here is to keep the lights on in the club and complete the elections as soon as possible. That is the only reason why they are there. And so I do believe that this makes them very irresponsible, because this is a club, Barcelona, that does need a operator. This is a club that does need sustainability, and they can no longer continue to run this club without a real president in charge. And so the final conclusion for today is going to be this. It says here that LAPORTA has already formally requested an emergency meeting with Carlos Busquets to try and guarantee the elections to be held on January 24th with proper health facilities. So there is going to be a meeting that's going to be taking place as soon as possible. Hopefully LAPORTA does convince Busquets that these elections and this procedure needs to be completed as soon as possible, so we can finally have some sort of sustainability within the club. And whatever does happen from the outcome of this meeting, we will be talking about it here in this this YouTube channel. So now going back to the pre-match preview, one thing to keep in mind is that this is going to be a match where neither team are going to be having the home advantage. This is going to be in Corodoba, meaning that Barcelona are not going to be playing at home and Real Sociedad are not going to be playing at home. And looking at the previous match between Sociedad and FC Barcelona, Barcelona did win 2-1, but it was not the most beautiful game that Barcelona has displayed. Real Sociedad was a team at that time where they were in the top 4 within La Liga. They were going on a great run, but in the end we did expect Barcelona to perform much better against Sociedad at the Camp Nou. And now heading towards this game in a semi-final match, we should expect Barcelona to perform much better than they did in the previous match. And here is going to be the squad list that is going to be taken to face against Real Sociedad, and you can see that Ronald Araujo is making an appearance. It has been said that Araujo is not injured, he is completely fine, and he is going to be ready for this game. We also have Samuel Umtiti, who hasn't been injured yet. Then we also have Lenglet, who did miss the previous match because of a yellow card, but because this is a Super Cup match, Lenglet is going to be featuring. And then we also do have a surprise youngster appearance, which is Moriba. I'm very excited to see Moriba on the squad list. Hopefully we can see some type of debut happen with Moriba. And then we also have Ronald Koeman, who did speak about the squad list and some player fitness updates within the pre-match press conference. And he said this: the other day there were several players with discomfort. One of them was Messi, and then there was De Jong, Dest, and Araujo as well. It now seems, however, that everyone will be able to play tomorrow. We are fine, which is some great news, because the only thing we should expect and that Barcelona should expect is to put the strongest starting 11 against Real Sociedad and completely dismantle this team. Now I do want to quickly analyze the history of FC Barcelona and Real Sociedad, and seeing the type of results we have gotten within the past 6 to 7 games. One thing that I do find very interesting about the history between these two teams is that Barcelona never usually tends to find more than 2 goals against Sociedad, and the only reason why we do see results such as these is because Sociedad is a club that knows how Barcelona plays, and I do think that that is going to be key. If Barcelona can find a way to completely dismantle this defensive line, which is going to be Barcelona's attack, that is going to be the key for Barcelona to head towards the final of this Supercopa. And looking at the recent momentum Ronald Koeman has been building with this Barcelona team, I have no doubt that Koeman's players can get this done and get a great result against Real Sociedad. Because looking at the likes of Frankie de Jong, who has rediscovered his form, and looking at Pedri and his duo with Lionel Messi, seeing how he can create so many opportunities for other players, seeing how Messi is finally finding his goal scoring form, and seeing how Dembele is so eager to succeed with this club, this is a team that can get things done, and I do believe will deliver in tomorrow's night's match, which is now going to lead us towards the starting 11. So here is going to be the starting 11 we should expect to see against Sociedad. I do want to see Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. Our defensive line should be Jordi Alba as the left back, Lenglet and Ronald Araujo, Serginho Dest as the right back. And then as for our midfielders, keep in mind that we should expect to see a 4-3-3. So we should expect to see Busquets as a central defensive midfielder, and then have De Jong and Pedri be right on top of Busquets. And then as for our front three, we should expect to see Dembele as the left winger, Messi as a center forward, and Griezmann as a right winger. Keep in mind that this is a front three that's very versatile. Like I've said before, Dembele can play on the right wing, Griezmann can go into the center. Sometimes we can see Messi as the left winger, and then occasionally also move Messi as the right winger, Griezmann as the center forward, and then Dembele as a left winger. It's very flexible, it's a great front three that can get things done and bring great results and goals within the box. But that is going to be it for today's Barcelona pre-match preview. Let me know what's going to be your predicted starting 11 that we could see against Real Sociedad, and what is going to be your predicted score in tomorrow's night's match. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.